Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to create this Pythagorean triangle using our line tool, our horizontal constraint, and our vertical constraint, and our dimensions. You can see that the triangle we're going to create will have a vertical leg, a horizontal leg, and of course a hypotenuse. And you'll see that when we're done, the dimensions will be all whole numbers. Let's go ahead and see how we do this. Over here in the Onshape window, we're going to create a new sketch on the front work plane. Going to tap the letter P on the keyboard to hide our planes and tap the letter N on the keyboard to view normal to the work plane. Alternatively, you can click the front button and toggle the little eyeballs here on the right hand side to get rid of those. Here we go. Now we're going to call this sketch today, January 8th, of today's date, and Pythagorean triple. Hit the enter key and you'll see the name of your sketch update in the browser as well as in the workspace. I'm going to take the line tool, which you can get from the tool ribbon. You can also get the line tool by tapping the letter L on the keyboard. Remember that when you have a tool picked up, your mouse will go from being a pointer to being a plus sign. So right now I have no tool selected, and right now I have my line tool selected. I'm doing that by toggling with the L key on the keyboard. I'm going to pan my window down a little bit so that my origin is down in the lower left-hand corner. By holding the Control and the Shift button at the same time while right-clicking and dragging, you can do that if you are using the touchpad on your laptop, or pushing down and holding the scroll wheel on a conventional mouse, you can pull this around while you drag at the same time. So those are two different ways to do that. Zooming in and out, the letter Z zooms out a little bit, and Shift Z moves in a little bit, and F fits to your window. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and draw a triangle where one leg, where my starting point is on the origin. I started that by bringing my mouse over the origin. When I see the yellow dot, click and release. If I go back to that origin, you'll see I've created a triangle. Now, if I want my lines to be vertical, I can draw and release when I see the vertical constraint appearing, as you can see here to the right of my cursor, a vertical line. And then I come on down here, and if I draw to the right of the origin when the yellow dashed line appears and the horizontal symbol is next to my cursor, I'll get that horizontal constraint, and you'll see that 2 out of 3 legs are black. Alternatively, I can do it by just creating any 3 lines that close out as a polygon, and then applying the vertical constraint from the drop-down menu, either by tapping the V or bring the menu down, making that vertical, and then making that horizontal, and doing the same, either grabbing the H from the horizontal menu or tapping the H key from here. No matter how you get there, so long as you get there with these lines being black and black, you're doing the right thing. Now we're going to go ahead and apply the dimension. So either tap the letter D on the keyboard or pull the dimension tool from the ribbon, and we'll dimension one of these to 5, and one of the, oh, sorry, not 5, 4. If you make an error, you just need to double click on the number to change the dimension. You'll see that with with these two dimensions, we are fully constrained. Everything has turned black and we are done, and nothing can move. I'm going to add a driven dimension by clicking on the line that I would like to show, the hypotenuse. Click on that, and then I'm just going to hit the enter key without typing anything. If I try to type something, all the dimensions will turn red. Right now you can see it's grayed out. That means it's what's called a driven dimension. Driven dimensions cannot change the drawing. They just show you what the measurement is. Now what's cool about this activity today, as I said, these are Pythagorean triples, and there are just a handful of triangles dimensions that you can use that will get you whole numbers, and those whole number measurements all the way around. A triangle that is a right triangle that has whole number sides, all three sides, the leg, the height, and the hypotenuse, are called Pythagorean triples. Feel free to play with these and see if you can figure out figure out a couple of Pythagorean triples and have fun. Great cool stuff. And as always, keep being awesome.